And now, Kid Kong, Act 2. Somewhere in the city of Toronto, the world's largest pygmy gorilla is loose. On the hunt is Captain Fred Bring-em-back-alive Buckley and world-famous monkey maven Clayton W. Pomerantz. This is the diary of a gorilla hunt.
11:45 a.m., Nairobi Daylight Saving Time. The professor and I started out cruising the streets of Toronto, tracking our quarry, Kid Kong. To help us, there were police stationed everywhere, ready to report any trace of the beast. Some high above us. Some down below. Some in plain clothes, and some in fancy clothes. But somehow, despite our efforts, we could find no sign of the gorilla. In every other laneway, I had set up my special monkey snare, the famous Buckley banana trap. It worked on the professor, but would it work on the gorilla? We pressed on with the hunt for Kid Kong. 1:32 p.m., Nairobi Daylight Saving Time. We received an anonymous phone call that there were signs of wildlife on Yonge Street. We hurried down to check out those signs. There were signs of wildlife, all right, but not the kind of signs we were looking for. And everyone we questioned and showed a picture of the gorilla to gave us the same answer. No. Except for this man who took a wild guess. He thought it was me. I turned slowly. That face, it was very familiar. I showed him the picture. He took a wild guess, too. He thought it was me. Then suddenly it dawned on me. But by then it was too late. I had made an awful mistake. I thought it was that dame with the crazy fur coat. 10 minutes later, we received a call from the public library. A hysterical librarian had spotted a strange, hairy creature prowling through the zoology section. She gave a very detailed description of the creature to a police artist. But it turned out to be Farley Mowat. 2:24 p.m., Nairobi Daylight Saving Time. We're back at the command post at City Hall. All is not well. I'm standing at a map of the city while the professor is pacing up and down. Have I finally met my match? We have definitely reached an impasse. And not only that, Farley Mowat is suing the city.
Well, Captain Fred, bring him back alive, Buckley. You said it wouldn't take long to capture Kong.
I know. I guess I made a mistake. I obviously underestimated that gorilla's intelligence.
I told you he was as smart as I am.
That's why I underestimated him.
Now, look.
Hey, take your hands off me. I'm a living legend. And look what you did to my jacket. You rumpled it, and it's a Harrison Ford original.
Don't you realize the city's in a panic?
I know.
You're supposed to be the expert, and you've been going about this thing the wrong way.
That's it. Professor, you hit the nail right on the head. I have been going about it the wrong way. All this time, I've been thinking like a human being.
Right.
When I should be doing something else.
You mean thinking like a gorilla?
Exactly. Now, I can start thinking like a gorilla.
Does that help?
Maybe not, but I can use the potassium. I got it. Professor?
Yes?
Let us examine the habits of the minimatus africanus. I mean, if we can't get laughs, we can at least be educational. Now, what is the natural habitat of this animal?
The highlands of Kenya. He's a mountain gorilla.
Exactly, a mountain gorilla.
They've seen him. They've seen Kong.
Where?
He's climbing the CN Tower.
The highest point in the city. Let's go.
If they'd have seen the movie, that's the first place they would have looked.
3:22 p.m., Nairobi Daylight Saving Time. Down at the foot of the CN Tower, there was a mob of policemen, firemen, and usual weirdos when we got there. It was awesome. The tallest freestanding structure in the world. Ah, there he is, Professor. It was Kong, climbing the tower. I guess he hadn't heard about the elevator.
That's odd.
What's odd?
He's not carrying a girl.
I guess he didn't see the picture either. Ah, he's right underneath the restaurant.
Hey, Audrey, you know, that's a magnificent view. You know, you can see as far as Buffalo?
Yes.
Good heavens.
What's the matter, dear?
I just saw a gorilla climbing up the window.
How many martinis have you had?
This is only the fifth.
Well, Buckley, what's your plan?
I'm going after that gorilla.
You're not going to shoot him.
Of course not. I'm going to hit him with a tranquilizer dart. I've got one right here. Where is that tranquilizer dart? I just had it. Let me sit down and think.
You are sitting down.
I think I found that tranquilizer dart.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
5 more minutes, Mom.
Wake up, wake up.
Where am I?
You're going after Kid Kong.
Oh, Kong.
Yes.
Who's Kong?
Kong, the gorilla.
Oh, Kong, yes, of course.
Buckley,
Yeah?
you gotta get that gorilla off the tower.
What's the matter?
The pay TV antenna is up there and he's killing the reception. Everything looks terrible.
How can they tell? Look, here's another tranquilizer dart.
Right. Okay. Now, boys, here's my plan. You guys have a fireman's net here?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going up that tower, shoot the gorilla with this tranquilizer dart, and when he topples off the tower, you catch him. Okay?
Right.
All right.
Buckley, you mean to say you're going to climb up that tower and face that gorilla all by yourself?
Of course. That's my job. Bring him back alive.
Buckley, you're a brave man.
Well, you know what they say in Swahili? Bakula no humba, seguni ni mana laka bombang.
So what does that mean?
When the going gets tough, the tough
Get going.
I'm going.
All
I'm
right.
going. What a
Good luck, Buckley. Good luck. Good luck. All right, bring that net over here.
Okay, over. I did exactly what Kong did. I climbed the tower, too. That elevator makes me nervous.
All right, Leonard. So you saw a gorilla. Now, settle down and eat your dinner.
Oh, no.
What now? Did you see another gorilla?
No, this was even uglier.
Slowly, I climbed to the top of the CN Tower, where the gorilla was waiting for me. Only a man of my superb physical condition could have made it. Kong. This won't hurt a bit. Ready down below? We're ready. Never mind the choreography, Kong. Ready, Professor?
We're ready. She's going to shoot Kong. I can't look.
This is it.
Oh, no. Here he comes.
It's me. I missed him. I'll be right back. Don't go away, anybody.
All right, fellas, here we go again.
Good heavens.
I didn't see that.
Once again, my fantastic physical condition stood me in good stead. Okay, Kong. No more tranquilizers. Get him up or I'll blow you away. And this time, we take the elevator.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to present this Medal of Merit to Captain Fred Bring-em-Back-Alive Buckley for his services to this city in recapturing Kid Kong.
Yeah, very good. Well done. Your Worship, distinguished guests, Mr. Chairman, I regret to inform you I cannot accept this award. We've all been the victims of a giant hoax. Kid Kong is not a real gorilla. He's just an actor in a skin. Open that cage. All right? Come on out of there, you phony. Ow! I always do that. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present the notorious gorilla impersonator, Sidney Finster.
All right, Buckley, you got me.
See, this man used to be a big performer in Hollywood. Played in all the Tarzan movies. Played an ape. But you know the movie business. One day, everything went bad. No apes anymore. They wanted space creatures.
That lousy Steven Spielberg.
He took his skin and embarked on a life of crime. And the mastermind behind this whole ugly hoax is none other than that man who claims to be Professor Clayton W. Pomerantz of Yale University, but is in fact the notorious confidence man, Slippery Sam Finnegan.
That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard in my life.
You see, Finnegan here is an animal counterfeiter. He's made a fortune forging phony animals and selling them to the zoos of the world.
You have no truth.
Miss Robinson, may I have the Finnegan file?
Here you are, Captain.
Thank you. It's all in here, Slippery Sam. In 1974, you flim-flammed the Philadelphia Zoo.
What are you talking about?
You took this donkey, painted black and white stripes on it, sold it as a zebra, and disappeared before the rains came.
That's a lie.
And what about that pig in 1983?
What pig?
This pig. You painted it black and sold it to the San Diego Zoo as a wild Bavarian boar.
Why, anybody who'd do that is a contemptible swine.
And incidentally, so is the pig.
Lies, they're all lies.
The billy goat you sold as a Rocky Mountain bighorn. The old ram scam. And what about those chickens? You painted pink and passed them off as miniature flamingos. It's all in here, Finnegan.
All right, Buckley, you got me. But how did you figure out that Sidney was not a real gorilla?
Let me draw your attention to this videotape that I got from a CBC cameraman. You'll notice it's Kid Kong coming out of a Wendy's.
So what does that prove?
It's a well-known scientific fact that gorillas are not carnivorous. They do not eat meat. So what is he doing in a Wendy's, huh?
You've seen those commercials. They have a great salad bar.
Nice try, but not good enough. You take a good look at him, he's got mustard and relish all over his chin.
Lousy Sidney, always noshing.
And a clincher was this tacky gorilla costume. Not even the CBC would use a skin as cheap as this.
Well, they're not the only ones with budget problems.
I'm sorry, Finnegan, but as long as there's a breath in my body, I will fight for the right of human beings to put real animals in cages, and not those cheap imitations you've been peddling. Chief, take him away.
All right, Finnegan.
Not so fast.
Great Scott!
All right, Buckley. You see this cobra?
Good heavens, he's pulled a snake on you.
One false move and I'll fill you full of venom.
How do I know it's a real cobra and not one of your phony forgeries, eh?
What do you mean?
Could be a smoked eel. Maybe even a Polish sausage.
Would you like to find out?
Oh, I don't care if it's a cobra. I got the antidote. What worries me is if it's a Polish sausage. There is no antidote.
All right. Stand back, everybody. Nobody move. Sidney?
Yeah, boss.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Here you are. Don't move. Come on. Quick, after them.
No, you don't have to. They'll be right back.
What are you talking about?
They just ran into the mongoose cage. And you know what happens when a mongoose meets a cobra? How about that? It is a Polish sausage.
All right, Buckley, you won this round. But there'll be other times. Others do.
Oh, I don't think so. You finally locked horns with the wrong man. As they say in Swahili, bahula la kumbalo sungala bunga una halamo.
What does that mean?
Never play leapfrog with a rhinoceros.
I'll be back.
Only if there's a sequel.
Oh, well done, Captain Buckley. The city of Toronto thanks you.
Why don't you stay with us for a while?
I'm afraid I can't. I must continue on my missions throughout the world, authenticating the genuine and separating what is true from what is false.
I'm ready, Captain.
Why should I say it?